Volcanoes are a scary thing. Volcanic eruptions are called volcanic eruptions. There are many active volcanoes in our world. Today we will see the top 5 living volcanoes, which are very dangerous. Age of Geological is one of the smaller ice caps of Iceland, north of Skogar and west of Myrtlsjökull. The ice cap covers the caldera of a volcano with a summit elevation of 1,651 meters. The volcano has erupted relatively frequently since the last glacial period, most recently in 2010, when, although relatively small for a volcanic eruption, it caused enormous disruption to air travel across northern and western Europe for a week. Age of Geological consists of a volcano completely covered by an ice cap. The ice cap covers an area of about 80 square kilometers, feeding many outlet glaciers. The main outlet glaciers are to the north, Gigjökull, flowing into Lni, and Steinholtzjökull, flowing into Steinholtzland. In 1967, there was a massive landslide on the Steinholtzjökull glacial tongue. On January 16, 1967, there was an explosion on the glacier. It can be timed because the seismometers at Kirkjubedjar monitored the movement. When about 15 million cubic meters of material hit the glacier, a massive amount of air, ice, and water began to move out from under the glacier into the lagoon at the foot of the glacier. Mount Vesuvius is a sommostratovolcano located on the Gulf of Naples in Campania, Italy, about 9 kilometers east of Naples and a short distance from the shore. It is one of several volcanoes, which form the Campanian volcanic arc. Vesuvius consists of a large cone partially encircled by the steep rim of a summit caldera, caused by the collapse of an earlier, and initially much higher structure. Mount Etna is an active stratovolcano on the east coast of Sicily, Italy, in the metropolitan city of Catania, between the cities of Messina and Catania. It lies above the convergent plate margin between the African plate and the Eurasian plate. It is one of the tallest active volcanoes in Europe, and the tallest peak in Italy south of the Alps, with a current height of 3,357 meters. Over a 6-month period in 2021, Etna erupted so much volcanic material that its height increased by approximately 100 feet, and the southeastern crater is now the tallest part of the volcano. Etna covers an area of 1,190 square kilometers, with a basal circumference of 140 kilometers. This makes it by far the largest of the 3 active volcanoes in Italy, being about 2.5 times the height of the next largest, Mount Vesuvius. Only Mount Tide on Tenerife in the Canary Islands surpasses it in the whole of the European, North African region west of the Black Sea. Kilauea is an active shield volcano in the Hawaiian Islands. Located along the southeastern shore of the Big Island of Hawaii, the volcano is between 210,000 and 280,000 years old, and emerged above sea level about 100,000 years ago. Historically, it is the most active of the 5 volcanoes forming Hawaii Island together. Kilauea is also one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. Kilauea is the second youngest product of the Hawaiian hotspot and the current eruptive center of the Hawaiian Emperor Seamount chain. Because it lacks topographic prominence and its activities historically coincided with those of Mauna Loa, Kilauea was once thought to be a satellite of its much larger neighbor. Structurally, Kilauea has a large, fairly recently formed caldera at its summit and 2 active rift zones, one extending 125 kilometers east and the other 35 kilometers west, as an active fault of unknown depth moving vertically an average of 2 to 20 millimeters per year. Mount Yaser is a volcano on Tanna Island, Vanuatu, 361 meters high above sea level, on the coast near Sulphur Bay, northeast of the taller Mount Takasmara, which was active in the Pleistocene. It has a largely unvegetated pyroclastic cone with a nearly circular summit crater 400 meters in diameter. It has been erupting continuously for several hundred years, although it can usually be approached safely. The glow of the volcano was apparently what attracted Captain James Cook on the first European journey to the island in 1774. Today, the mountain is a sacred area for the John From Cargo cult. Members of the cult revere John From, a deified messenger who foretold the bringing of wealth to the island by American forces, and believe he resides in Mount Yaser with his countrymen. The village of Sulphur Bay, the center of the movement, claims the volcano as part of their territory.